Hi, this is my first YouTube presentation of a new series I'd like to do. I want to do tarot card readings on current events. And the event I have chosen today is this Malaysian air crash or strike, military strike that occurred over the Ukraine involving a Malaysian Flight number 17. Apparently, rebel forces took this plane down. There are complaints that the crash site is being corrupted by people who are working there now, and the evidence of what has really happened may not come to light. It's very concerning to me because I had questions about the previous Malaysian airliner that disappeared with so many passengers, and it's never been found. It's curious to me. So I wanted to do a tarot card reading to try to get a different perspective on what is going on with the situation. I found that the cards can provide a different perspective so that more can be revealed. What I did is I laid out my cards here, and looking at the core of the situation, the Ten of Earth shows that this is trying to end a situation, that there is something unseen beginning with this. The Ten of Earth is about ending things and getting rid of problems. In a way, it makes me think that maybe it is connected to the previous Malaysian airplane that went down or disappeared. The trickster in the environment is very telling. It shows that there is forces in place that are trying to manipulate the situation. They want this to be shown in a particular way and to go and show in a particular light how the path of the future is going in regards to what the situation is about. The obstacle or the crossing card here, the crux of the situation, is represented here by the Two of Earth. On this card, it's about balance in an upright position, but as an obstacle, it shows that things are out of balance. It shows that there are plans that are trying to be formed and nurtured for a greater balance, a greater good, for a longer period of time, but this is the obstacle. This is what's trying to be prevented. Underneath this, in what we call the subconscious energy of the situation, is the Justice card. And in this position, it indicates that forces that are behind this believe that they are in the right, that they have taken the right steps to prove their point. Again, the scales are involved. So it makes me think that there are legal forces or government forces involved in the situation. Looking at the recent past, it's represented by the Eight of Water. This card has to do with indolence, laziness of feeling, not caring, maybe setting expectations higher than they should be to create more positive feelings in the future. Eventually, it just leads to disappointment in general readings. In this situation, I see that with this card, it tells me that in about a week or so, there will be some information that creates disappointment for those who care about why this went down. The situation may be swept under the carpet or buried, or there may be false reports put upon what really happened. Looking at the ideal outcome of the situation, what they want, the Father of Earth in this position shows that they want control. They want complete control. They want to create opportunities for themselves to advance their own agenda. And looking at the near future, the Four of Fire shows that this will be an active site of investigation for about 4 weeks. After about 4 weeks, there will probably be a movement to just shut it down. They will have reached their conclusions, the report will be finished, and it's time to just move on to the next event on the big news. And looking at the attitude in the situation, it's represented here by the Nine of Air. And in this situation, it means that this was a necessary sacrifice. The purpose of this whole thing is about loss and sacrifice to make their point. It indicates that the intelligence here is about furthering a personal agenda. Nothing good for the whole community or cities or the world, but more personal reasons, selfish reasons. The environment is represented here by the tower. And that kind of indicates that the rest of us, that's us here outside the event, we're the tower. What we see is a foundation that has crumbled. There's nothing here. The foundation of our beliefs, what we know about the situation, is not solid. We're not getting the right information. The tower indicates that this collapse is not going to provide any clear answers. Looking at the ideal situation in comparison to the secret fears and hidden desires in regards to this event, the secret agenda that might be here. The Emperor reflects very much that Father of Earth energy, that they want control, that they have their kingdom and their particular agenda that they want to nurture and promote and put forward. And they're taking every action they can to do that. The outcome is death. I'm not lying. I just dealt this. Death came up. And it indicates that the end of the situation is coming. That there's a transformative power in our understanding of this event. Getting beyond the daily feed of what's given to us on the news and looking deeper and using our intelligence and our instincts to grow and evolve our attentions so that we can see matters of life and work towards that in our population. Some of the insight cards that I dealt for this show that it's probably not the last event like this that's going to occur. The Seven of Air here indicates that there will be more air flights that will cause questions. Again, this also seems to relate it back to the Malaysian plane that disappeared on March the 8th. To me, it indicates that this is a manifestation of that event. The 10 of Fire in this next card indicates that the conflicts here are going to run rampant. There's going to be country versus country, philosophy versus philosophy, and idea versus idea. It's not going to be solved. It's not the end of the situation. For time-wise, it seems maybe another 2.5 months before we can really understand what's going on. And in a way, this card kind of predicts that in about 2.5 months is when that next event will be. The Mother of Air in the next card says that we have to be careful about what is being presented to us. We have to examine these words that are coming to us. These words are behind our back. They're not to our face. They're deceptive. They're to mislead us. And so we have to be careful of what's being presented to us on the news. That's my interpretation of this event. And it doesn't show that very positive things are still ahead. Like I said, in 2.5 months, it seems that this event or something like it will occur again. And hopefully, we'll have more information about how to solve this situation, how to understand it, evolve, and move to a better place on our planet. Thank you. I hope you'll come and see me again.